Okay, so here I am doing yet another obnoxious check on Hive A. Oh, looks like they're grooving to the food, but not too much, not as much as last time. So. Making sure you can see what I see. There we go. Okay, so the hive is much more active than previously, and that's a definite sign there. I don't think my smoker is smoking. I'm going to have to go relight it. And let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so what we're trying to find out today is what, if anything, these guys have done to the Purco frames that we sorted into the center. This one. Ooh. Sorry. Note to self, don't concuss any bees. One of them may be the queen. Okay, now this is indicating some wax, so they've tried to put some deposits on it. We're going to make that a little easier for them. Last night my sister and I went and we made deposits of wax on the Purco frames. So we painted the frames with beeswax. And okay, this is one of the force frames, the ones that I just kind of jammed in the middle. So you can see that they're very nicely drawing out comb, very politely. But what we did find out is that the particular batch of Purco frames we had were bone dry. There wasn't any wax on them whatsoever. So because we're not complete and total jerks, I'm going to go get them some waxed frames to help them out. This frame we painted last night with beeswax. I don't know if you can see it. But we just melted some crafting beeswax and put it on. So hopefully that'll make a more desirable frame for them. And now we'll go see what happened on the other side. One for the undertaker bees, sorry. It is a delightfully warm and humid day, and sweat is dripping into my eyes. Bees are coming to tell me that they're not impressed with my efforts. So this one, yep, they're normally drawing out the frame. There's a few lumps on the one side, but on the back side, it's behaving itself. the other frame that initially played with. The tentacle frames. Okay, I'm going to give them 2 waxed frames. One of them we would normally be withholding for honey production, but in this case we're not going to. This is a nice wooden frame. Give them something they're familiar with. It freaks them out a little less. But I'm putting this one at the absolute outside. And then this again is a waxed one that we waxed last night. And we just melted wax and got an acrylic paintbrush and went to town. So. Alright, so they can and will draw out a frame under duress. This little one's still trying to do it. Oh, no, she gave up. Okay. So I'll take these frames in afterwards and we'll re-wax them. Oh, get in there. Yeah. True art of beekeeping means doing something that you know the bees are not going to like, but you have to do it anyway. All right. Now they're still on the last of their food. Come on, get in the hole. Ta-da! All right, that's in place. There we go, minimal amount of fussing, and 1 hive done. Alright, I'm going to assume that I'm recording. Now this hive, I took some photos of the front. They were under spiderweb attack. Alright, also, not a fan of the dry Purco frames, although they are drawing it out, so bully for them. But, again, we don't want to make this any harder for them than necessary. Frame that they're slaving on. These guys got right to work, no hesitation. They're even storing nectar in it as they go. So I'm just going to flip it around, get them to work on the inside, because they hate that. Alright, here are 2 waxed Purco frames. There's the wax. Gleaming a little bit because it's melting on the hot day. It is very hot today, which is why I'm wearing a t-shirt and and just my hood, and then the gloves. The gloves are necessary because we have a large tick problem in the area, so I've had to cover my body with insecticide. And I really don't want any of the little beeses here exposed to it. Wow, these guys do not just propolis for fun. They mean it. Alright, so minimal activity on this one. They're trying, but they just can't get through. So yeah, I'm a little annoyed actually that they're advertising themselves as wax coated. Bullpucky. Alright, so again, okay, it's all snugged up. They're making a little bit of burr comb here because they couldn't find anywhere else to build. Oh wow, there's actually a dead bee inside the comb. It's like a tiny little sarcophagus. Just making sure there's nobody under me. There we go. Just tuck that down. Oh, they're adorable, aren't they? Yeah, they're already beginning a frontal assault on the comb here that I just flipped around. I'm not a fan of messing with the bees, but we're already off to a 3-week delay with the weather. So all right. All right, let's see what they're doing with their plastic frames. Okay, so we're going to file that under sweet buggerall. I'll get 2 replacements I have waiting. Here's the cookie after the broccoli. And yes, I hate broccoli. Let's see, action over here. Nope, no interest in that one either. Or these two. This one's going to be a full switch out on the new fancy frames. So why am I fussing so much over the bees? Well, because forcing them to build on frame they don't like slows them down and doesn't gain me anything. There is no moral high ground here. These are insects. So providing them something that they do find attractive and will build on means that we can get to our goal of putting a second box on, and after that a honey super, and everybody's happier about the whole situation. See, now up here they've been building fur comb again. Get out of there. You're stuck. Alright. So now I'll put their food back on and put their lid back on, and they're on to the last hive with the last two frames I have. These guys want to go up. They were raised in nukes. Up is what they like. Up is what you know. They don't like to go horizontally, so we have to make it as appealing as possible.